Here he is, the UFC featherweight king, Alexander Volkanovski. And we have truly run out of superlatives when it comes to talking about this man and his mixed martial arts acumen. There are three guys who can lay claim to being the greatest featherweight of all time, and yet Alex is kind of distancing himself from that pack.
It's crazy. It's crazy how good Alexander Volkanovski is. I mean, you always knew he could fight, but to see some of the performances as of late, see how he continues to evolve and get better even as the champion is really impressive. And it's a credit to him and all of his coaches, but mostly his mindset. I don't know if there's a guy in fighting that has a higher fight IQ than Alexander the Great. I just like to take note of what I'm experiencing every time this guy steps in the octagon, because it's always something special.
And certainly since he signed with the UFC all the way back in 2016, he has been a promotional workhorse. Strength of schedule as good as it gets, and of course, as he enters competition tonight, can lay claim to 4 combined wins over Jose Aldo and Max Holloway, greatest featherweight of all time. So here's the undisputed UFC lightweight champion and one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Islam Makhachev. He trained alongside this man for years. He has every skill in the book, and the X factor tonight is that undisputed.
Yeah, that's one of his brothers, is what they call him. Islam Makhachev, though, is the guy that really does strike fear in so many lightweights' minds. He's a guy that possesses wrestling ability. He's a guy that possesses striking ability. The grappling is second to none. And just his size and physicality is so difficult to deal with. He is a tremendous fighter, and he will be pushed even more forward with the presence of his good friend, Hasbulla.
You do wonder, though, if the opposing corner is a little bit intimidated given Hasbulla's presence in the Makhachev corner. Islam Makhachev ready to make his statement here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
And there's Herb Dean, who will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, capacity crowd on hand for the rematch between Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski. And most of us walking out of that arena in Perth at UFC 284 knew that that was not the finality and the closure between these two men that we needed. Perhaps we get some time.
Yeah, you're looking for closure. People were surprised that Volkanovski competes. Oh, he just hurt him, he just hurt him. Beautiful kick lands there.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Oh my goodness. Leg kick lands, my favorite strike.
Volkanovski going for the takedown here, but he misses. Nice counter shot there. Takedown defense holds up.
In the tie clinch, look for the knees to start.
Oh, and now the under.
Great timing on that double leg.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, You got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish. In the half guard.
Volkanovski's back in full mount.
Nice transition.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Good work from the top here by Volkan. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Oh, Volkanovski's just got full mount now.
Oh, he's got to be careful here, yeah?
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, round two. Oh!
He's hurt bad.
Oh, he lands a big left hand.
Nice shot there by Makhachev.
Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Makhachev going for the takedown, nothing doing there.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? Volkanovski gets caught by that straight punch, beautifully landed by the opposition. All right, so there's the takedown game on display, all set up, though, by the hands this time.
It has to be set up. You cannot just take blind takedown attempts. You can't just shoot. You got to set your opponent up. He did that beautifully.
Well, the cut man's getting excited, but nobody else is. That cut's getting worse by the minute.
Every time he gets hit there, it gets a little bit messier.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round two. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotines, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish. Getting him out here.
Nice positional control here. Good movement defensively here on the ground by Volkanovski. Back mount now. Good fight here, under 2 to go. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Makhachev's in half guard now. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get...
Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the field.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys were going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was for him, DC. And look at him walking back to that corner. He's feeling himself a little bit.
Oh, he's feeling himself, and look at his coaches. They're all celebrating because they know that if they stay the course, if they do the exact same thing, they may be able to find the finish this time.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight.
Oh, nice.
Solid takedown for him right there. Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Oh, great transition there as he reverses to top position. Beautiful work on the ground there by Makhachev. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, he's got his back now. Lands the ground and pound strike here. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Makhachev's in half guard. All right, side control now. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Nice shots landing from the top position. Striking from every position, lands a strike from the bottom.
Makhachev's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Changing the position.
Hard ground and pound. Some swelling now starting to appear. Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom. Makhachev's in half guard. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Massive shots from the top.
Oh, another strike lands from the top. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Nice strike from bottom position. Seconds to go. Lands the ground and pound strike. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the field.
This is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange.
Breathe for me, okay? You gotta focus now. Slow down right there. I know you're not tired. You can do this all day.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that... Oh, this is trouble for Volkanovski!
Well, that calf is starting to show signs of bruising now.
And you can tell in the way that he's walking. Starting to take an effect.
Makhachev gets the double leg takedown. How good was that?
There it is. Now he's running him out. He's got to be careful here.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Makhachev's in half guard. Oh, how about that? Strong reversal on the ground.
Now he's going full mount.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah. No pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys. He's got to be careful here.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage. He passes to half guard.
20 minutes down, 5 to go.
We're down on the scorecards. We're moving into the last round. I need you to finish this fight. You leave everything you have in that cage.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
Makhachev gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shoot it like that. And now he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Gets the single leg takedown. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Volkanovski's in half guard now. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground.
This is where he wants to be.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
Right back.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other wrist.
Yeah, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
We go to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 34 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
All right, so the Volkman does it again. Alexander Volkanovski tonight by knockout. He said the first time he fought Max Holloway, he essentially beat him with competitive spirit and cardio. Now